If you live anywhere on planet Earth, it's safe to assume that you love the Star Wars trilogy. And it's safe to assume that you love Han Solo.
I know.
But was Han the hero? As I get older and wiser, I'm starting to vibe with Jabba's lifestyle. In fact, I'm Team Jabba all day.
Jabba is a patron of the arts. On Tatooine, he employs dozens of musicians, animal trainers, artisanal craftspeople, and dancers. His palace is the equivalent to Andy Warhol's factory. He even supports the burlesque scene.
If it wasn't for Jabba, all these creative types would be wiping down countertops at a cozy Oban Pan or Panera Bread.
Jabba has an ethnically and culturally diverse group of friends who support his life decisions. Check out how worldly and cosmopolitan this scene is. Like he works at the Clinton Global Initiative. The Jabba gang looks like an intergalactic city college brochure. Jabba's on a raw food diet. You can't get more local, farm-to-table sustainable than that. Yum. Jabba's an animal lover. You know that Rancor was probably a rescue? Look at how sad those guys are. Tell me that wasn't a loved creature. Hover yachts do not disturb the natural landscape. Jabba leaves a low-carbon footprint. How could a Sarlacc pit be anything other than a cherished planetary wonder? Jabba's a caretaker of a World Heritage Site. He's practically a conservationist, like Teddy Roosevelt. Jabba has a flair for fashion. Granted, his aesthetic this season could be dubbed slave chic, but just like Kanye West's forays into the fashion world, we can overlook a misstep. Regardless of how you feel about Jabba's slave-inspired fashion, white women seem to love it. I've heard some people say that this was an untoward sexual advance, but I personally think that's just the way that Hutts attempt to clean the schmutz off their friends' faces. Are we misinterpreting his actions through our limited cultural lens? Something to think about. Jabba spends 3 movies trying to get his money from Han Solo. Peacefully. I dream about drive-bys at weddings when someone owes me $50. When Jabba does capture Han, he comes up with a non-lethal solution and steps up his interior decorating game. Just like Lebowski's rug, Carbonite Han really ties the room together.
At the end of the day, Jabba's just a young slug in a galaxy torn apart by civil war, trying to make that cheddar.
In the middle of all of that, Han is acting like a classic bully. When fat shaming and bullying are so prevalent, isn't it time we celebrate a larger-than-life character who rises above petty judgments, like Howard Taft, Winston Churchill, or Lena Dunham? I fucks with you, Hannah.
I hope that this video helps you reframe the way that you view the Star Wars trilogy. And now to close this out, we're gonna let the star of the video speak for himself and drop some gems.
Sa tauna kaltimalia, yungi dem pivilotisa, slong twaspastika alwano, yana da puno.
That's right, Jabba. Words to live by. Until next time.